It's Saturday and we have a list.
Although I'm sick, I figured I'd take you guys with us. Let me explain to you what we're gonna do today.
Somewhere between Home Depot and a camera, which I know we definitely shouldn't buy.
Nobody, and I mean nobody, wakes up and says, I'm excited about doing errands. Absolutely nobody.
This day's about to completely go sideways.
But I promise you this, I promise you, by the end of this video, you are gonna wish you were in the car right along with us.
See you there. Well, one thing that's always consistent about Saturday is traffic.
I have some kind of sinus infection coming off of a sickness. I just heard myself and I sound ridiculous. But yes, traffic on a Saturday, a little bit ridiculous. I would say only in LA, but I know.
It's everywhere.
I know it's everywhere.
Not only LA.
But I'm not everywhere, so I'm gonna keep it here. At this point, we are heading camera store.
It's a camera store. It's Mojo's.
Because look, there's certain things we have to know because we do a lot of content, right? Okay, so we have the DJI camera, we have a 360 camera, but what we don't have is a camera. So we are going to look at cameras, mostly Sony, I believe. So Sony has a good reputation. But the thing is, we have to figure out the field of view because sometimes we're on camera at the same time. And then, so it has to be able to be either on a selfie stick or handheld. So we have to catch the field of view if it'll catch us both. And we have to check the weight because I don't know how a lot of you all do it, but even if you're holding 5 pounds, after 5-10 minutes of your arm extended, that 5 pounds starts to feel like 25. So I'm trying to figure out how you guys do this because unless you have one shoulder that is just massive and looks like, you know, Phil Heath, there's no way I'm gonna be able to hold this camera a long time. So I'm gonna go and check out the weight myself and see what I can handle. And I'm a little bit of a wuss, so it's gonna have to be light.
Yeah, well, my arms aren't very strong. So for what he can hold for about, I don't know, 30 minutes, I'm done after like maybe 5. So yeah, the weight is very important. And if you've seen our videos before, I don't know if you're aware of our height difference. This guy is at least 1.5 feet taller than me. So the framing sometimes gets really difficult because I become like a floating head or his head's chopped off. So it just makes things really hard. So just trying to find the right camera that's going to frame us, that's our mission, right?
Yeah, that frames us both. And by the way, just to let you know, don't get the flu. This sucks. Everything hurts, even my hair. And my hair ran away because of the pain. So that's how that is.
I'm just trying to stay healthy. In a house of sick people, I feel like COVID's back in my house. It's not, but I got that same feeling where, you know, I touched something.
So I'm hoping I'm getting better. I thought I felt a little bit better yesterday. Until night, I was sneezing and coughing and nose running. What's happening? So I don't know. But anyway, that's enough about the sickness because it's not going to go anywhere and I'm not going to give it any more attention. I mean, if I drop dead, I guess that's all the attention it needs. Right now, no more attention.
It's extremist.
We're going to get an idea of the kind of camera that we need to get in order. Oh well, yeah. See, so this is new for us too, because the DJI comes with the camera and the lens all together. We're good to go, right? You turn it on, you film, good to go.
Same with the 360.
And the 360, yeah.
You just turn it on and stick the pole in the air and you're good to go. And that worked for us.
From what I understand is there's a camera issue. First is the camera. And then you got to figure out batteries because I've watched a lot of YouTube. So I'm sure they suck up those batteries really quick. So now you have to buy extra batteries, a camera. You have to buy a lens. Maybe they come with a lens kit, but then everybody on YouTube says, don't use the lens kit. So see, there's a lot of discrepancy going on. But I do know this is not just, oh, let's buy a camera and go out and film. No, there's a lot to do.
We have done hours and hours of countless watching videos, reading information on different lenses, how they react, how they work in light. There's so many things that we didn't know because we just turned the camera on, pointed and shoot it.
Yeah.
And it's a lot.
It is a lot. So kudos to all you photographers out there that do this for a living and all you videographers out there that do this for a living. And look, man, the learning curve is ridiculously steep. So you really have to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
because otherwise you're going to get out there and you're going to think you filmed something great, and you get back and you have nothing. And don't get me wrong, I look, my name is not Martin Scorsese or Quentin or Nolan. I just want something that I can put out and have you guys watch and enjoy. If you think I'm going to be making some kind of Marvel movie out here or something like that, it's not going to happen. I'm not that guy, and it takes years to learn how to do that stuff. And I would be ridiculous if I thought that I could do that. But I am going to get something that you guys will like to see. But of course, it isn't going to kill me in the process. I don't want to be sore for the next 3 days after filming. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to find something that's perfect and the setup that's perfect, because I like moving. Once I get set, I'm set. And so
I kind of tend to doubt this because I know we got one camera, and then it's like, okay, we have to get another camera, and then we have accessories and these mics, and then oh no, we have to get these mics now. Okay, the list is endless because there's always something new and better and brighter and shiny coming out, and this one over here always has to get it.
Well, it's not my fault. I suffer from gas. I'm not saying gas in the conventional sense. I have that too. I'm just holding it in because the window is up. But gear acquisition syndrome. So it's like a shiny new toy. And sometimes I get those shiny new toys and I don't know how to use that shiny new toy. And then that shiny new toy sits in a drawer and it becomes a dull, dusty new toy. And I refuse to let a dull, dusty new toy mess up my sanity because I don't know how to use it. And paying a lot of money for an old, dusty new toy sounds stupid, even for me. But I do like new stuff. And sometimes when I get it, it's because it does something that the other one doesn't do. When you reach the limit of what you have, that's when you upgrade, in my opinion. Because when you're a kid, you don't wear the same shoes as you did when you were 5 because you grow. So that's my excuse.
Seem to think we're growing really fast, or we're growing faster than I think we are.
I'm a tall guy. What are you gonna do? So, but everybody knows what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, we grow and we expand. A reason why we should have expanded to a 360 camera? No, but because I wanted it because I thought it was really, really cool.
Well, it is really cool, but yes, there was an actual valid reason for that, which is why I wasn't like, oh God, and what are you buying now? Because it was the height issue.
Right.
So that corrected the height issue for us. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, so,
Did you notice that this shut off? Did you shut it off?
I didn't. I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
okay.
Because I missed the exit because I was too confusing and I was watching two things. Because look, let me just tell you, Tesla, look, get something right. Your mapping sucks.
I love my car. I'm just going to leave it at that. I do love my car. But the navigation is terrible. It's just terrible. It doesn't give you exact directions. It makes your route longer most of the time.
If anybody knows what she's talking about, comment below. And even before that, go ahead and write the letter to Elon. He surrounds himself with so many smart people. You can't get navigation. You got a car that can drive itself. All we're asking for is complete directions. That's it.
And you know how many updates this car gets? Yeah, this is a feature that's never updated. Although the last update, that was pretty cool. When you want to unplug your car and you have to go in and push the button, it was always such a hassle. So the last update, now you just push it from the outside on the charger itself. And that's the best update ever since I got this car.
I just thought about this. We sound like some of the most bougie ass people in the world. We're having a problem with your electric self-driving car. Most of these people around us are going to say, "Shut the F up."
Okay.
I get it. I get it.
Okay, I'm gonna stop complaining about.
I'm just saying this is errand day, and this is stuff that we talk about. This is an errand day, and we're going to do this stuff, and you happen to be in the car with us. So sorry, not sorry. It's partly your fault.
It's just the inner thoughts in our mind sometimes.
But yeah, okay. I just realized that I was listening, going, I think there's a lot of people that are taking public transportation that would be like, shut up.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'm wrong. According to this, I thought
We're almost there.
Yeah, I just looked at the map. Because usually when you're on the highway, you get off on the highway, you know, you're almost at your destination. That's when you party. Yay, you get excited. No, not the case. We got off the highway. We still have 20 minutes. That's weird. Can you imagine if you're taking your kids to Disney World and you're on the highway and you see the exit for Disney World, you say, yay, and you get off and your kids get excited. And then the map says, oh, you only have 45 more minutes before you get there. Oh, you're going to have some mad toddlers. So.
Oh, wait, we're getting on the freeway again?
Again, on the freeway. Like I said, we are giving people a guided tour, apparently, of all the highways in Los Angeles. This time we're on the 5, by the way.
Going towards Disneyland, but not going to Disneyland.
Are we going toward Disney? I don't know.
We are.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Disneyland Drive. See, I've been ranting and just complaining for so long. The camera was like, oh, I'm going to sleep. So I had to wake it up because I'm not going to talk to myself. That make me an insane person.
There's nothing wrong with talking to yourself.
There is something.
No,
yeah,
there
because
isn't.
when you answer yourself, you always answer yourself when you talk to yourself.
It's okay to answer yourself.
Ooh, no.
It is. It's okay. People talk to themselves because it's a way of just getting their thoughts out of their head, and it makes sense. And
Really?
It's okay to answer yourself.
Then the next time you're in downtown LA and you see somebody going down the street and having an argument with somebody that you don't see, you tell me if you don't cross the street.
I'm talking about talking to myself with my own private thoughts in my own private space.
So are they.
Their private space happens to be a public space.
How was that?
Because it's on the street. That's a public space.
And?
In my private home and my private thoughts, I can talk out loud and not look like a crazy person.
You totally look like a crazy person when you talk out loud. Because somebody from the outside looking in, all they see is you looking as
Should I
if
be
you're
concerned that
carrying
there's
on
outside people
a conversation
into our windows?
with somebody that's not there. This is another freeway. So we gave you the tour of the 91, and then we gave you the tour of the 5, and so now we're giving you the tour of the 22. Now I know there's a lot of numbers I'm throwing out at you. Do they mean anything? Absolutely not. It's all just BS, and it's part of the LA's ridiculous system to make sure that traffic stays.
Well, you have a theory that there are people that are hired by the traffic department, I guess.
Absolutely. And I want one of those jobs.
That they are paid to slow down traffic and cause traffic jams.
Right. So when people are called in, you ever see the cops doing this on the highway? They do the little serpentine thing and make sure traffic stays behind them. You know when cops do that? Sometimes there's an accident, but most of the time they're not. They're doing that because the person who was supposed to do that and slow traffic down called in because they were sick that day. So now you have to get somebody to do it for them. So they have to call in one of the LAPD. That's how that works. That's my theory. I know I'm not the only one that has this theory. A lot of people think this way.
Really?
Because there is no way there is this much traffic every single day. And if that's the case, you need to either expand the city or, I don't know, stop just giving away licenses at willy-nilly. Make sure people know how to drive.
I know. Comment below. I want to know your opinion on this theory of his. Probably for the past month, maybe even 2 months.
2 months.
The only thing that's on TV is cameras and lenses.
I'm trying to educate myself. There's nothing wrong with a good edumacation.
Absolutely not.
On cameras and lenses. Now, I'm doing all this stuff, but if the thing is too heavy, I'm just going to scrap it. We're going to go another direction. Because we like to do events like Halloween Horror Nights. You know, you've watched our channel. You know, we do that. We did that last year, 6-7 days in a row. That was cool. But this was a very light setup. So I can't imagine doing the same thing this year, 10 pounds, walking around, but I'd be sweating. I'd have pulled muscles all down my back. It would just be terrible.
Cramps in your biceps.
Yeah, it would be terrible. Now, if I find something that's light enough that I can manage, because I don't have to hold it out all the time. Sometimes I can just show you guys the point of view because we like to include you guys anyway. We like to be more immersive, right? So
Right. You don't want to see us all the time.
No.
Half the times you're
No.
watching these videos to see what's going on, what we're showing. So
Besides,
that's not us.
this is not the face you want to see all the time. That's ridiculous. It's short bursts. It's good. But so we show, so it's more immersive for you all, so you all can actually feel like you're there. But it still has to be light enough that either one of us can use the gear.
That's important that I'm able to carry it too.
Yeah. Yeah, let me know if you guys know. We used an FX3. Now that camera, although as far as cinema, videography, it is video first, so they use it, in big film productions and things like that, which is very cool. It is a great camera, but nobody told me how heavy that camera is.
Right.
We usually use a DJI setup, so this was the first time. Yeah, even then we called it early day, partly because of the feet, other part because of my back.
and the day was wrapping up anyway, so.
Yeah, they were wrapping up, but it's very difficult. So the further you hold something out, of course, the heavier it's going to get. You don't have that support. So I've narrowed things down a bit, just doing the research on YouTube. I want a full frame camera though, because eventually I'm going to learn how to use that, and I don't want to start with a cropped sensor camera and then have to go out and buy yet another camera that's a full frame. I'll start with the full frame, but I'll start as the beginner of the full frame and weave my way up the mountain. That's what I'm planning on.
Once I think you learn one of them, then it's easier when you upgrade to something else to be able to, you kind of already know how it works. I think it's the menu, right? The menu is pretty much the same in all of them.
Yeah, no, the menu system is pretty much the same across them all. Now, I've heard a lot of people, they don't like the Sony menu system. To them, they say it's too complicated. I'm also looking at Sony because from what I've heard and what I've seen, their cameras in general and some of their lenses in general, as far as full frame goes, they're lighter.
I think Sony's really taken the lead on all these people, like content creators, vloggers, and really working on.
Yeah, I think they're leaning into the, like you said, the vloggers, because they do vlogging. Most of the people that buy their cameras are doing vlogging. Right. So, I mean, they still have their cinema line, that's fine. But most of them, they're people like me. Or, let's jump the gun and go buy a big old expensive camera and let's see how it works. Okay, guess what, everybody? We are at Mojo Computers.
Mojo's Cameras and Computers.
Cameras and Computers, okay.
Woohoo! Finally made it.
So here we go. All right, we'll see you in there. Hey man, how's it going? Good. So I think my wife called about trying to test different lenses for their focal so we can frame ourselves, because we do content creation, right? So holding a camera out, we made a mistake of doing the FX3 first, holding that out 30 inch, that was too much. So we're looking for a wider frame lens. It doesn't matter whether it's an APC or full frame.
Which camera is the one you're trying to mount?
ZVE one. So the camera's already light. There's also 10s and things like that. So I don't know, what do you got?
This is an autofocus too, so you don't have to worry about focusing the camera.
And
that's a 10mm. I also have a 12mm.
That's a 2.8. So I've heard of this one.
Best thing is that
it does an autofocus.
Did you want to look at the Sony?
Which one?
It's
a 14. This is a 14mm.
Are we talking lenses or cameras?
This lenses.
Lenses.
I told you about this one, 10mm.
Yeah.
This is the widest you can get. Anything else after that, anything lower than that,
it's gonna fisheye, right? So yeah, I remember hearing about this one.
What are you thinking?
Because I'm trying to figure out how far it would have to be. Because right now, what we have in the car is a 16 to 35. I'm just talking about, okay,
that's
so
if I'm... So 10mm, I know for a fact that I can be at this distance, covering you at a reasonable...
At that distance from where you are. When we do active on that, it does crop in like maybe one. You have backpacks too? They already have dividers in it? Oh, cool, okay. So maybe if we got a backpack.
For the plane, you mean?
Camera, a couple lenses, ND filter, stuff like that. Not even a laptop.
So that was way more organized.
That's way more organized. Okay, so
you can readjust it. This is removable. So there's all the ones that I have here. They all have that.
Those dividers are.
This is How many liters? How many liters?
10
liter?
The 150, Mo, what's how many liters is that?
What camera do you have?
ZVE one.
CD one.
But we're looking.
I heard you have this 16 to 35.
Yeah.
You're trying to buy another lens.
Yeah.
I'd go something a little bigger than this.
That I think would be way too big.
Okay.
Because although we're doing it to travel, but I'm also gonna be carrying it like all day.
Actually, 18 liters.
18 liters.
That looks like one that we just watched a review on. Yeah, she was saying it was good. It just didn't fit his needs.
Yeah, but he had a lot of stuff.
Something bigger.
Yeah.
If you want bigger, we have those the new ones too. The ones the green and the coyote next to each other.
Oh, that's Peter.
Peter McKinnon, yeah.
That's it. Okay. Yeah.
This guy
That's a
right
nomadic
here.
too.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
a
God.
nomadic, yeah.
But see, that way, if we had the bag, we wouldn't have to check anything. You
Right.
see what I mean? It stays with us, which is kind of what I like.
Okay, we need to prioritize. We'll come back for the bag.
Oh yeah.
We have a little bit of time.
Okay.
We've got, what, a month before we leave?
Yeah, something like
Okay,
that.
so let's
Let's
focus on what we came here for.
All right, so we're looking at a 10 millimeter lens,
I think either a 10 or a 12 would be really nice for it.
10 or a 12.
Because you have the 16 to 35, so you don't want something much lighter than your 16 to 35.
Much lighter? Okay. What about sticks to hold it out so it can support the weight?
This is the 12. If you carry it.
And I'm going to need to be able to carry it also.
Yeah.
So that's an issue. I mean,
So
Here, I'll hold that. Go ahead.
This, and then compare it to the 16 to 35.
his arms are probably twice, maybe 3 times or 4 times the size of mine.
This is the
That's what we have now.
Yeah.
Whoa. You can definitely tell the difference here. If you hold this, that's what's on the camera.
That's heavy.
So the
Yeah.
camera is like maybe a pound, and this is, God, I don't know.
And these are much lighter. And that's keep in mind that's with the box and everything. So
Right.
I would probably go with the 10 if you guys want to get a little bit wider.
Uh-huh.
12 is nice, but I think the 10 might be your sweet spot.
This one actually feels slightly lighter.
Yeah, yeah.
Why is that? Is that the 12?
It's the 10.
No, that's the 10.
Yeah. I
So-
didn't look at it. I didn't.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I didn't look at it. I just kind of held them and I was like, okay, it's holding
So
that the whole
well,
time.
basically, look, this is 12.7, I think. That's what they said. So if I hold it out, you get both of us, right? So the camera's going to have to be at least this far out.
You're trying to record both of you guys on that camera, let's say, while you're walking.
Right, right.
Okay.
So I want it
keeping us in
keeping us in frame.
frame.
So I want it
is
out.
hard.
Now, do you care about your whole body, or does it just as long as you like?
As long as
No.
I can get from here up on her.
I think with
Because I usually become just like a head.
Yeah, the
A
floating head syndrome.
next to him.
Or
so
I'm,
he
I'm
can-
literally going like this, and so now you see my chest.
like this, right?
Right. And I can't shrink, so I don't know how we're gonna
See,
do that.
right now, I'm just a head.
Right. Well, this is probably gonna be the best one. Okay. All right.
Do you have your camera with you?
I do.
Bring it in. Let's try it out. I'll open it up. We'll have you try it out.
Oh, have my phone so I can unlock the car. Wow.
There we go.
Wow. This is manageable, actually. That's not bad.
It's giving you a lot more than what you asked for, too, huh?
Yeah, it is, because she's not a so we're standing right next to each other. Oh, wow. That's really good.
Yeah, and if you go out just
Oh,
a
wow.
little tiny bit more, you could probably get most of your body. Like, just twist it down a little bit.
That's another thing. We do a lot of filming.
Can I
At
feel
night.
what that like?
What
With
feels
this?
like?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely.
I forgot about it. Yeah, you can see.
You got too excited.
You
Great,
can
it's
see.
free- great.
Sorry.
It's good for you.
Go ahead. I
I know you
forgot.
can carry it.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. Let me stand next to you, because if you're holding the camera, don't
Right.
cut my head
Yeah,
off.
like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
If we had it on something, because I wouldn't be able to walk around like this. But
Right. But if we have a like something to put
You
it
can
on.
probably could you attach it to there?
Actually, this was for a Osmo, so I don't know. And I was looking at the Manus Pod, but I haven't gotten it yet.
I mean, this does get heavy, but my arm is out. But
Your
if I had a
elbow's
stick,
bent, so it's a little bit better.
but if I had a stick,
Okay, guys, we are still here. We have looked at the camera place. Remember, we are at Mojo Computers and Cameras in Anaheim, I believe. So the guy is very helpful, very knowledgeable. We looked at some lenses, and I think we found one that would work for what our needs are, what we need. And the weight is manageable. The price, it's a little up there, but also manageable. But at the same time, we also found a camera bag because, as you remember, we are going to Turkey. I'll get into that later, maybe another episode. Just keep watching, subscribe so you don't miss it. But it seems like the list got longer, the budget got shorter. We haven't even hit Home Depot yet. We still have to go because we are redoing our office and our studio. So we're trying to find everything we need in one day. So Saturday has become a work day.
You know, it's because you keep buying more stuff, and I'm tripping over it in the office. You can barely walk in because there's so much stuff on the floor, the desk.
Our office
so
is
yeah,
small.
we need to kind of reorganize, and that's why Home Depot is our next stop, so we can get those shelves that we can put on the walls and get some of that stuff up off the floor. But this was a great camera store.
This
it
is
looks
good.
like a hole in the wall. It's not one of those big fancy places where you walk in, but the customer service was great. There were two guys in here, and they both were very attentive and just got us everything that we needed.
Yeah, they're pretty knowledgeable.
Oh, and I found the tripod.
Oh, you found the
I found
tripod. And, you know, I don't want to have to worry about the camera falling, so we'll check the weight on that thing. But they have everything here. Definitely, if you want to come by here. Check it out if you're looking for cameras. They even have DJI and Insta360, so it's really cool.
And a way better experience than our last trip out to Camera Store, which was Sammy's.
Yeah, Sammy's is not good.
No, way better experience.
I hate to bust people's bubbles. Sammy sucks. So we got to think about this, and since we're still here, and our budget is getting shorter and shorter by the minute, so we're gonna have to do something, and then we got to take you over to Home Depot, so hang tight. Okay, trying to finish off the day. This is what we're doing. We made it to Home Depot. We're gonna go in and see if we can find stuff to upgrade our office. Well, this is what we're doing. We're gonna go in here and see if we can price things out. Hopefully we can. Also, notice you're literally coming with us on an errand day. That's why the shirt I'm wearing is like 3 times too big for me. I look disheveled.
You've been sick.
Anyway, let's go in here and see what we can find. All right, so from what I understand, we have to find things like acoustic panels, maybe some floating shelves, like you said, to get gear off the floor, I guess.
Actually, we do need some help.
Yeah, we do.
We're looking for 2 things. One, do you have the acoustic squares? Is that what they're called?
Acoustic paneling. What about floating shelves?
You'd want to check aisle number 47.
47.
There's one other place we might have acoustic paneling. It's in the back on the left, like aisle number 27.
Okay, do you remember everything you just said?
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, that's not good. The acoustic paneling is all the way back.
Right, I heard that. I remembered that.
Home Depot is huge, apparently.
I never like coming
47?
into Home Depot because it is just, it's too big. I can't
Too
find
big?
anything. The first thing I do when I come into any Home Depot is try to find someone to ask, where can I find this? Because otherwise I'm like wandering in this store like a nomad for like hours.
Well, I think that's probably why they are so helpful, because a lot of people feel the same way. There's a lot of stuff in here. So you can't really, unless you are here all the time or you're an employee, you can't really, you know, navigate the store
No.
with any kind of certainty.
Okay, so where are we going? Left or right? Right,
He
that's
said
right.
to the right, if there's any. He said
Okay.
it's on the back.
We can always ask somebody else too.
No, we could. It is much more fun
Just
doing
fumbling around.
our own scavenger hunt.
Why all the numbers look the same on every aisle? I think we need to ask somebody else.
We might have to.
Otherwise, we're going to be here for a bit. Okay, 49.
49 what?
49 is-
Okay.
so 48 is right here. Shelving.
Shelving.
Look at that. Signs are awesome.
Right there.
Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, those are nice. Way nicer.
So this is what we're looking for. Kind of,
They even have glass ones.
I wouldn't get the glass one, it's too hard to keep clean. You can see that underneath it.
Right. Now that'd be nice for like a living room or something, but we're not redecorating
Right.
the house.
They have the corner shelves, quick mounts, but I don't like those. Those would probably be more up my alley. They're 42 inches. That would not match the aesthetic of the office.
Yeah.
There they are.
Oh, okay.
So they're all there. You can see,
I like the darkwood one. What do you think?
I don't know, maybe. I'm looking at the other one, the 33, 48 one.
That's what I was looking at.
The dark wood one is up there.
Oh, they're the same price. You said, oh, the $33.48.
Yes.
Okay, so it's kind of like in between the light one and the dark one.
Yeah.
It's a good color. But they don't have them in the same color.
No, they don't.
I don't like that. I like things to be cohesive and match.
This one's 3 feet. This one's 42 inches. That one's 36 inches. So it just depends. But so what we are looking at, to be honest with you, is we would need 4.
This one is that beveled also?
Looks that way. But
Oh, yeah, it was over there. I was just in the wrong place. So these are smaller.
so
I think the smaller ones would work better for us.
the
What do you think?
36 inches would be about 76, and not the glass ones, but the other ones would be about $50. So it'd be about $176 to get that. Then on top of that, we need 2 corner ones,
Unless we just
which
did
are
all
going to run
white.
about 30.
Would you want to do all white? This way we
No.
can get the... No? Okay. That was a hard no. All right, so this is what we have to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
So we would have to do the beveled shelf.
So you would need 2 of those.
Are these too big?
So that's 88. Probably for what we need, yeah, because our corners are not overly huge. The room is not overly huge.
No, it's a very small room.
It might be something you have to get online.
Okay. Well, at least we know what we're looking for now,
Mm-hmm.
and we can find it online. So we need these and those. Okay. That's not
Okay.
bad.
So we found the shelving, but the issue is some of it is not exactly what we're looking for. Now, they do have things online that we can do. So they had almost what we needed. Of course, we still need acoustic paneling. Now, we can go really cheap and just get cardboard boxes and put them on the wall.
Oh, that's really attractive.
But I would kind of stay away from that.
Great
because
aesthetic.
It wouldn't look good. It's not like I'm bringing people to tour the office, but still.
No, I don't want to go into the office every day and see cardboard on my walls. Okay, so this was not a wasted trip because now we know what we need. We know they
Oh.
have it.
We have to check lamps.
Oh,
Sometimes lamps work really well for background aesthetics, especially when filming. And if they have the soft lighting, that would work out fairly well. Okay,
Look at that. We found it all by ourselves.
let's see what we can see. I'm actually only looking for
What are you actually looking for?
just a string, like a light, like that. That is simple, but if it was smaller, it would be really cool. It is, see? That's small. It's simple.
Oh.
Of course, I have a bigger one.
Oh.
They have that one in the background that changes color as it goes.
Okay.
These things work wonders when you're filming, especially behind you.
I like those.
Yeah, but our room is not that big.
Right.
So we have to do something, if we had those, have to do something so small that it wouldn't overtake the room. But it would still add enough light that we can turn up and turn down to get the look that we want. Unless you want to go 100% 1960s and just get a lava lamp.
All right, so they don't have the acoustic panels.
They have carpet swatches. It probably works just as well, but to get a square like that, so I don't know what that is, but I think it's,
So you mean just lay it down
Well, this
on
is
the
like-
entire floor?
no. The floor, we can just get a rug, put the rug down. The acoustic paneling is for the wall, so sound doesn't come and bounce off the wall and come back at you.
Yeah.
So, but we could do that. Just these. It just aesthetically, it's not going to look as clean as
No.
something else, but it is.
All right, so that's another thing we have to add to our list. When we get home, we've got to look on Amazon and see what they have and what their prices are and start comparison shopping, see where else we can get them,
Yeah.
and go from there. Because I really don't want to, same reason why I don't want to hang cardboard boxes in our office. I really don't want to hang carpet swatches all over the walls either.
It could be interesting.
Interesting is one word.
You'd have a
Ugly is
very-
another.
You wouldn't be. It'd be against the norm. Let's just say that. So it would be kind of cool. All right. What else do we need?
I don't think we need anything else here. We do need to make one last stop, though.
Okay.
We need to go to a Walmart.
Uh,
It's right next door. And pick up some more medication for the sick house.
okay. It is so bad, mind you. I used to, and you know, I'm not talking about a long time ago. I'm talking about like recently.
Hi, thank
I
you.
used to drink Rockstar like 2 or 3 a day, and now I don't even have a taste for it. I can't find my exact one, but because I can't find the gold ones, which are the ones that I like, nobody seems to have those anymore. If you know where to find them easily near me, comment down below so I can just go buy them out, because this is getting ridiculous. I don't have a taste for anything else. Everything is getting too sweet, so it's not good for me. But you know,
We've had days where we spent like an hour in the car chasing down places to find gold rock stars.
yeah, and that's the
7-Eleven,
sad thing.
Arco. Just driving around for like, 30 minutes to an hour trying to find the gold rock star.
And it should not be that difficult, to be honest with you. It should be fairly simple. I don't know why people aren't just stocking up on this stuff.
Yeah.
Don't they know who I am?
You
They
can't
know
be
I'm
the-
coming in.
You can't be the only one.
All right, so last stop is Walmart.
All right, this is our last stop. It was not really on our list, but it's a necessity because we've gone through all the Dayquil in the house. And I could tell you one thing, the store's gonna be a little bit crazy because the parking lot is packed. And it's
Yeah.
Walmart.
It is going to be nuts. It's always nuts at Walmart.
All right, brace yourself, we're entering.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The magic doors have opened.
All right,
Just
let's
we
go.
only need 2 things.
That means you have to keep walking.
All right, so medicine, pharmacy would be down that way.
Okay.
This is the only place I ever see Burger King.
Yeah.
It's like Burger King even around anywhere else?
Yeah, it's in Long Beach.
Is it? Oh, that's right, where I used to work. Doesn't seem too bad. This is the first time I've been at a Walmart where the lines aren't like all the way like down. All right, pharmacy.
100%.
Tylenol. Got our Dayquil. Do they not have the honey one? Honey. Oh, this is the severe. Dayquil severe. But this is the honey one that is good. Cold and flu. I don't know why the one that I got was red. Oh, because it was intense. It was an intense one. Okay, so we've got our Dayquil
Okay.
with the honey. Now we just need to find my Lanta.
Okay.
And some stuff. All right, so we found the right aisle. They don't have the one that I actually like. If you're gonna actually like Lanta. Oh, this is it.
Is that all we need?
It tastes a little bit better. This is all we need.
Okay. Then let's get out of here before we get sucked into the void.
Right. Or before I start looking at other stuff. Because it always seems like a long walk to the register.
Okay.
Oh, they've got a lot of stuff in the cart.
Don't stop. Don't stop.
Up, up.
You got things?
Yeah.
Okay.
Speedy checkout.
We're good.
Hi.
Oh, that's a fancy camera.
Yeah.
Photographer?
Thank you.
Yeah, kind of. Okay.
All right, I think that wraps up everything for today, right?
At this point, I don't think I have enough left to finish off anything else. I think I have used all of my fake it and act like you're well points. So at this point, hopefully this is it.
There is one last stop. Are we getting your comfort fries?
Oh yeah, I have to try to get something. I haven't eaten all day today. And now it's the afternoon at some point. I don't even know what time it is.
It's early evening?
That leaves a lot. All right.
5:23. That makes it early evening.
All right, well, let's go to Del Taco. Okay, so that is the day we probably spent more than we should have, as I said.
Way more than we should have.
The list got longer, the budget got shorter, but
They got longer.
we have our haul in the back. As you can see, I'm gonna try and figure this out so it works best for us moving forward, but we had to, look, I am circling the drain today. The sickness has got to me. So
The comfort taco fries.
yeah, Del Taco fries are the best fries, especially when you're sick. For me, it just works. And no, if you're doing this, if you're starting your own content thing, keep in mind, you don't have to go out and buy all this expensive gear. I just suffer from gas, like I said. I mean, be honest with you, we didn't have to buy all this. We didn't have to get any of this stuff. We could probably do it with our phones. But we want to be somewhat more professional, but I don't know how we're going to be professional if we don't know how to use the equipment. So
We've got a lot of learning to do.
yeah, there's a steep learning curve. So anyway, hopefully you guys have a better system than that.
No, we have spent hours and hours of time researching stuff, watching videos, comparing cameras, comparing lenses. So this was not a spontaneous spur of the moment. We're going to go out and spend a whole lot of money on something. There was a lot of thought that went into this.
4 months in the making,
Yeah.
at least, and it's still in process. It is still, of course, you know, there's other stuff we want to get, and we'll probably get before we go to Turkey, which more things are in order, but we are going to Turkey for a specific reason, but you'll have to watch that video and the video before that to see what we're doing and what we're talking about. But as far as today, that's it for the errands today. Another Saturday in the books.
Check out Mojo's. If you are looking for any kind of camera equipment, whether it be a camera, lens, any kind of accessories, bags, cases, and they were extremely friendly, extremely helpful, and it looks like it's a small business store, so I always like to give my money to, I have to give my money to someone, I'd rather give it to a small business.
Yeah, super knowledgeable. They even had lighting equipment. If you want to look for
everything.
electric bikes, they had electric bikes there too.
Did they?
I know, it's crazy. Yeah,
I didn't
they
see
had
that.
a bunch of them. I was like, oh my god, look at all this. They had gimbals, electric bikes, backpacks, drones. You can get whatever you want at that store.
Wow.
And they do have a financing option if you want like 90 days, same as cash. But as they told me, don't go over the 90 days because that interest will kill you. They were very upfront about that, which nobody is. They were very upfront about that. No, do this beforehand. Okay. So, honest people. So if you're going to give your money to anybody, give it to those guys. And we will be circling back and give you more updates on the Turkey trip. Look out for it. And I think I'm gonna put out that video pretty soon. If you're on our Patreon, you'll know exactly what's going on and when we're coming up. And if you're not on our Patreon, go get on our Patreon.
And subscribe so you get notifications.
Yeah. So comment below if you think. I think we decided on the ZVE1 because of the weight, and we decided on the 10mm lens because of the field of view, because I'm like 1.5 feet taller than she is, so we have to both be in the frame without one of us having our head chopped off or the other one being a floating head. It's about the same price, but you can go for the A7 V. That was our other choice. But this one seemed to fit our needs almost exact. Like the only other thing I'd want is for the Sony to, get all your pictures and edit everything for you inside camera before you export it.
God, wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah, wouldn't that be amazing? Sony, I'm talking to you. Anyway, so that's it for today. We'll catch up with you guys next time. and hope you had a good time. And next errand day will be probably another weekend day, and God knows what we'll do. So make sure you're ready to go, and we'll let you know. All right? Remember, don't sell the dreams you should be keeping, and everybody be nice to each other. If somebody does something nice to you, pay it forward. Do something nice to somebody else.
Kindness doesn't cost anything.
Kindness costs nothing. Have a good day, and we're gonna go in here and try to learn more about this camera. So we have homework to do. That's
Absolutely.
weird. How do we pay all this money just to do more homework?
It's like school. You pay a lot of money to go to school and you come home and do homework. Never ends.
Yeah, it never ends.
But this video has to.
Yeah, this video has to. All right, guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.